Welcome to subtraction with decimals. It's the same thing as subtraction with whole numbers, except for now we have to worry about the decimal and decimal placement. You can go right ahead and bring down the decimal if that's easier for you to remember. So again, we start in the tenths place. So 5 minus 7, we can't do that. We have to borrow from the 9, make that an 8, put the 1 right there. 15 minus 7 is 8. 8 minus 4 is 4. And 8 minus 5 is 3. So we come over here, we have 7 minus 9. We can't do that, so we have to borrow from the 8, make that a 7. Make that 17, and 17 minus 9 is 8. Bring down the decimal point, very important. 7 minus 2 is 5. Over here we have 5 minus 9. We have to get rid of that, make that a 0. Make the 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 0 minus 2, can't do that, have to borrow. And since this is a 0, we have nothing to borrow from, so we have to borrow from the 7, make that a 6, make that a 10, but then again cross it out again, make it a 9, and make that a 10. We had to keep on borrowing it as far as we can, all the way down to where it's needed. So 10 minus 2 is 8. Bring down the decimal point. 9 minus 8 is 1. And 6 minus 1 is 5. Over here we have 9 minus 2 is 7. 8 minus 9, we have to borrow from the 4. Make that a 3. Make that 18. 18 minus 9 is 9. Bring down the decimal point. 3 minus 4, we have to borrow from way over to the 6. Make that a 5. This is going to be 10. Put to cross that out again and make it a 9. Make that a 10. Cross it out. Make it a 9. Make that 13. 13 minus 4 is 9. 9 minus 3 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 5 minus 1 is 4. And there's our answer. Over here we have 7 minus 8, have to go all the way to the 2, make that a 1, give it to the 10, cross it out, make it a 9, give it 17, and that's going to be 9. 9 minus 1 is 8, bring down the decimal point, and 1 minus 0 is 1. So over here, we can just add in a little decimal point, just pretend it's there, and add in a 0 as a placeholder, just so you don't get confused. So 0 minus 9, can't do that. Borrow from the 3, make it a 2, make that a 10. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring down the decimal point. 2 minus 2 is 0, and bring down the 5. Over here, we're going to put in 2 0 placement holders. 0 minus 7, we have to come all the way to the 5, make it a 4, make that a 10, cross it out, make it a 9, and make that a 10. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 7 is 3. Oh, 2. Bring down the decimal point. 4 minus 4 is 0, and bring down a 3. So over here we have to know our decimal points. Just notice that there's a decimal point right there. So we're going to put in 2 imaginary decimal places right over here, just so you don't get confused. And there's a decimal point right there. So we have 0 minus 6. We have to borrow all the way from this 8, make it a 7. We can go right ahead and make that a 9 because we know it's going to be a 9, and make that a 10. 10 minus 6 is 4. We have 9 minus 3 is 6. Put the decimal point. And then 7 minus 0 is 7. And 1 minus 0 is 1, because there's nothing before the decimal point. Over here we have 5 minus 9. We have to borrow from the 1, make it a 0. Make that a 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. 0 minus 9, we have to borrow from the 8, make that a 7. Make that a 10. So 10 minus 9 is 1. We have the decimal points, add that in. And then 7 minus 2 is 5. Now over here, we have only one decimal place, and then now we have 2 decimal points. So we need to add an imaginary 0. So 0 minus 8, we have to borrow from the 5, make it a 4, make that a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2. 4 minus 0 is 4. Put the decimal point. We have 7 minus 4 to borrow from the 8. Make that a 7. Make that a 9. And we can make that a 12. So 12 minus 4 is 8. 9 minus 6 is 3. And 7 minus 3 is 4. There we go. And that's all I have for subtraction with decimals.